two guys who, first of all, like everybody else who comes to Hollywood to do music, I kind of, wanted to be a record producer, but I never dreamed that it would become that Pac or anything I worked on musically would become, seems like everlasting. And the reason that happened is because Tupac believed in me. So it's extremely sad for me, at least it was for the first few years, every time I would hear his voice or see a picture of him on somebody's T-shirt, on a poster or something like that. Because here's a guy who took me, just a dance remixer. It wasn't really, it wrote one song on Keith Washington and that's it, and believed in me and wanted me doing his music, and he became the greatest at doing this stuff. You know what I mean? And kind of made me into somebody in the music industry. And so it's an incredible honor, and it's an incredibly great thing for somebody to do for you. And for him to die, it's tough, especially the way he died. And the fact that it was most of that stuff that I was doing with Stretch, and for him to get killed too, it's just for years, a very, very painful experience, man. Just thinking about Pac.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
Now I'm we're all gonna die someday. You know what I mean? If you're gonna die, you might as well die. You might as well leave something behind in this life, and the pain is kind of soothed by the fact that Pac just became just an absolute legend. And that eases the pain, but for the first few years, man, it's hard. I mean, me and Pac and Stretch spent so many times together working on some music, not knowing what it would become, and the fact that it became so incredible, and the fact that they became such great legends and everything like that. It's the only thing that puts a smile on my face when I really think about the loss of two great friends, believed in me, and we spent like over a year together almost every day, just doing music and going to movies and getting high and drinking and partying in clubs and just living it was a great time, it was a great time until all the drama came.
Some people have said that Tupac was obsessed with death, that he would talk about it a lot. You spent, like you said, a year with him, going from hotel room to studio. Was he obsessed with his own mortality?
Well, you become obsessed with death when a known killer threatens to kill you. You know what I mean? I don't think he was obsessed with it. I think he was scared. He signed a really bad record deal. And when his music started blowing up, he wasn't seeing money. And like I said, just like NWA, he was mad at the record label, but he really shouldn't have been mad at the record label. You signed the contract. You signed that contract. And as a credit to him, he realized, and that, he signed a bad contract, my advice to him was to do what Janet Jackson did. Just live out your contract. Make great music. Let them build you up. And then when it's time to renegotiate, when Janet Jackson got off of A&M Records and went to Virgin Records, they advanced her $13 million. And that's kind of like what I told him. I said, I mean, when recording artists first come in the music industry, you don't know how this game is played. You don't know anything about it. You're so happy to get that advance. You're so happy to get some money. You're so happy to be signed to it. You're so happy to maybe become famous that maybe you will make that mistake. Look at it like paying your dues, you know. Janet Jackson paid her dues with Control. She didn't make much. She signed a really bad contract, but she kept putting out great music. And then when the contract was over, and it was because she had proven herself to be valuable, they gave her $13 million. And that's kind of like what I told Pop. Hey, Pop, man, just keep making great music, Interscope. And when your contract is up, you'll be worth so much money they'll give you $10, $20 million, man, and you'll get it all back. You'll get the money, but you signed that contract. But what happens is he started hanging out with some gangsters, and they started giving him the old, well, I'll get your money for you. And it's like, okay, so you're going to gangster, the people at Interscope and Jimmy Iovine and them. I don't think it's going to work, man. I really don't. But he believed that hype, and he listened to them, and he started hanging with them, and then he kind of realized that it probably wouldn't work. So he changed his mind, and he didn't want those guys managing him. You know what I mean? So he said, "Nah, I think I'll just." He really did. As his credit, he really did want to just, keep doing music and live out his contract and then go forward. But the sad part about it is the guys that wanted to manage him. They had given him some jewelry, some really expensive jewelry to kind of make him look, to show them what he would look like and how he'd be walking around if they were managing him and stuff. But the way they gave it to him was simply this. They pulled him tail because Pac didn't have no money. He didn't have the credit to really walk around with a $40,000 ring and this, that, and the other. They kind of pulled some strings and had the guy just, let him have it and let him kind of make payments on it and this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? But when he told this guy, hey, man, I don't want you guys managing me. I think I'll just live out my contract and stuff. They was like, well, give us the ring back then, man. We pulled some strings to get you that ring so that you could be walking around looking like you making some money because your music is all successful. But if you ain't going let us work with you, then give us the ring back. And it's like, man, no, I'm not giving the ring back because, even though y'all hooked me up with it, I'm still making payments on this ring, so I have it. And gangsters was just like, hey, man, you know what I mean? That is a symbol of you working with us. So if you ain't going to work with us, then we don't care how it rains or what happens. You don't have to give it up, so. You know what I mean? And he's like, no, man, I ain't giving back the ring. And it was like, man, dude, check this out, man. We're real gangsters. We're studio gangsters. Give back the ring. And Pac basically was like, if I'm a studio gangster, you a groupie. Gangster basically told him, okay, I'm going to show you groupie. I'm going to show you groupie. So everybody knew what that gangster meant. He said, I'm going to show you. Pac knew what it meant.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
Hey y'all, it's Jmix here, and I want to thank everybody that took the time to watch the video. If you liked it, go ahead and throw it a like, maybe even a comment down below. And if you really like my content, check out my Patreon. The link is down below. For $1 a month, you get all the live streams, unedited as soon as they happen, plus interviews in advance and other bonus content. The link is in the description. If not, you guys could always watch one of the videos to the side of me. See you on the next upload. One love, everybody.